I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. It did not take long for firefighters from Monticello and vicinity to extinguish a fire that destroyed the top floor of a residence this morning. But what firefighters found once making entry inside the house at number 34 St. John Street would bring police investigators to the scene.
Well, at 8 o'clock this morning, we responded to a fire call here for a fully involved structure fire. When we arrived, our officers had to force their way into the building. The building was fully engulfed, and as soon as the fire department started their overhaul, once it was knocked down, they informed us that they had located a body within the building. The body's located in the area with the heaviest charge, so we believe that's our point of origin. And we're working right now with the state police, and we're handling this as a criminal investigation. There
was no initial word concerning the identity of the victim, a cause of death, or cause of the fire. Now keep checking back here at Record Online for the latest developments from the Monticello fire scene. One driver is dead, the other seriously hurt following a collision involving a tractor-trailer rig and a garbage truck early this afternoon in Sullivan County. It happened on Route 42 in Kiamesha Lake near Fraser Road. Police say their initial investigations determined the tractor-trailer went out of control at a curve in the road near Harnoff Bungalows. The rig then crossed the double yellow line and slammed into the oncoming waste management garbage truck, ending up on its side with its crumpled cab lying in the road near the truck. The driver of the rig was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the garbage truck was airlifted to a regional hospital. Their identities were not immediately available. Now keep clicking here at Record Online for information updates. A woman from Pennsylvania was killed Saturday afternoon in a two-vehicle collision along Interstate 84 in the town of Montgomery. It happened when a car veered into the westbound passing lane, colliding with a pickup truck pulling a boat and trailer. The truck went down an embankment and flipped over several times. A passenger, 61-year-old Justine Reedy of Marysville, PA, was pronounced dead at the scene along with the family dog. Charges are pending against the driver of the car, 39-year-old Martin Michalecki of Middletown, who was not seriously hurt. This was the shrine set up by Asia Gordon on the front porch of her home at the Colonial Gardens apartment complex in Kingston last week, following the homicide death of her month-old son. Now comes word the shrine and the porch it was on went up in flames Sunday morning, apparently started by the lit candles. 18-year-old Cavadeus Taylor of Port Ewan, an occasional babysitter for Gordon, has been arraigned on second-degree murder charges for allegedly hitting and shaking 4-week-old Seth Knox Jr., causing the child's death. Funeral services will be held Tuesday morning at Seventh-day Adventist Church in Kingston. When an SUV with no taillights passed the Sullivan County Sheriff's Department patrol vehicle early Sunday morning in Livingston Manor, the driver refused to pull over and led the officer on a chase along Old Route 17 towards Parksville. And Sheriff's Office officials say Jaden Reed had good reason to run. He'd been on the lam for more than a year after failing to report to his parole officer in the Bronx. Reed had served a 5-year prison term for attempted murder. He crashed his car, then ran off, only to be captured inside a residence on Fox Mountain Road. Police believe Reed had been hiding out in Livingston Manor for several months. Saturday provided perfect weather for the estimated 1,300 people who took part in the 5th annual Lap for Life Run Walk at the town of Newburgh's Chadwick Lake Park. Runners and walkers were raising money and awareness for desmoid tumor and organ transplant research. Madalena Casabianca Reed is the founder of the event. She was motivated by personal loss.
This event was started in honor of my brother Angelo, and anyone who knew Angelo knew he had an infectious energy. And I really believe people come out to support him, to support the beautiful life he lived, and to celebrate life, to celebrate his life. We're working hard to give people hope and to find answers and to save lives.
Helping kick off the 4-mile race and walk, Orange County Executive Ed Diana, who suffers from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease and is in need of a liver transplant. He and members of his team, Eddie, say people need to know the lives that can be saved through organ donation.
And I think the more awareness that we keep telling people, talking about it, is great for everybody, because organ donation can save so many lives. People don't realize how many lives can be saved by one person donating all their organs. It's just totally incredible.
Remembrances of those lost were also a major part of Saturday's Lap for Life event. Organizers were expecting to raise about $60,000 for the Des Moines Tumor Research Foundation and the New York Organ Donor Network. He was pulled over early Sunday morning in Kingston for several vehicle and traffic infractions. Inside the vehicle, police say 26-year-old Timothy Bolduc of Kingston and an unidentified 18-year-old were found wet and covered with dirt. Also inside the vehicle, about 100 pounds of copper piping. Police say Bolduc, along with the 18-year-old and a 17-year-old girl, were responsible for the removal of the copper from 6 vacant houses in the Kingston and High Falls areas. All 3 face felony charges of burglary and criminal mischief. And a campaign to restore a famed sculpture park in Saugerties benefited from some star power on Sunday. Comedian and actor Chevy Chase, a native of Woodstock, returned to his roots to help promote a fundraising effort to repair and restore Opus 40. Chase was among about 100 people who attended the preservation brunch. Opus 40 supporters have already raised $10,000 to repair one of the stone entrance ramps to the sculpture's central 9-ton monolith. They hope to raise an additional $50,000 to repair a large stone wall that sustained damage from Hurricane Irene and Superstorm Sandy. The first phase of reconstruction work is set to begin next month. We won't get any relief from the heat for the next couple of days. Tuesday will be hot and humid with temperatures up around 90 degrees again. The highs will again be around 90 on Wednesday as well. Another day of heat and humidity, and there's the chance of a passing thunderstorm late in the day both days. Get the news you need to start your day in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. And when news breaks, you will find it right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.